All right, go ahead.
Oh yeah, but like you were saying with the narrative of people just pushing the same games, they've literally bought PS5 or Xbox One X on launch, and what are they playing? They're only playing your Call of Duties, which hasn't innovated really, your 2K, your Maddens, whatever. And these games specifically don't really have competition. Call of Duty, you said Battlefield and Titanfall were sent out to die because they released at the same time.
Mhm.
And then since then, there's been multiple years where it's just Call of Duty.
So
2K has no competition, Madden, etc.
yeah, I
And
remember.
they don't have an incentive to make anything better because you guys are paying them and paying them $70 for the game, paying them $70 to build your characters or to open up packs. It's like, what are we doing? Getting the battle passes.
Look, I'll put it like this, bro. Like, here's the thing. No shade. If you like your Call of Duty, play your Call of Duty. If you like your 2K, play your 2K. Madden, whatever. Whatever is the cliche. If you like it, fuck it. If it ain't broke. But what you cannot do is bitch about something not being up to standard when you have been paying them. Like, okay, so people have been talking about like, let's use Call of Duty. Like, oh, they're trying to turn Call of Duty into Fortnite. Why is Beavis and Butthead in the game? Why are the Ninja Turtles? Why was Homelander using freaking laser beams and shit, right? But yeah, all I see is character people with those skins. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna like sit here and complain about something, like let's talk about Nintendo. Oh, we're gonna boycott Nintendo. Nintendo's anti-consumer. And then Nintendo goes like, hey, bitches, record profits, record sales. I don't know what to tell you. Y'all can keep bitching and moaning all y'all want. We still gonna make this bread, right? And and for those, because like Yuki's over here said like, yo, I don't touch sports games, which is fair. You know what I mean? To each his own. It wasn't like that, right? Like in the PS2, you had 2K, you have NBA Live, you had what's it called? The college ones,
Yeah, NCAA.
NCAA. You had the streets. You had the
Yeah,
jam.
NBA Street. Yep. Uh-huh.
NBA Street, what's it called? Whatever the football street
NFL
was,
Street, FIFA
NFL
Street,
Street,
all of them.
all of those,
Yeah.
right? You had options, right? And then with
No,
that
you
being
had options. There was Madden and then there was 2K
lit,
football. There was NBA Live and then there was NBA 2K. Now since there's not that competition, what is their incentive to innovate, right? You guys are all already paying them the money. Yeah,
you,
Blitz. Oh, that was such a good game too.
Blitz was actually Blitz was actually wild, right? Blitz was actually so the big issue that a lot of people be having is they're narrowing their view, their scope, right, down to what they're used to, right? And I feel like a lot of like humans are creatures. They say
Of habit.
creatures are habit, right? They don't like change. So why? Like if you tell me, and I get it. Like here's the thing, I'm gonna give everybody some grace again. Another side of grace. Throw it in there. It's harder now to justify paying $70 for something that you possibly don't know if you're gonna like or not, right? I'll give you guys that. But then my question to you is like, then do you like video games? Because let's throw it out there. The indie market has been providing us with fucking bangers, right?
Left and right.
Left and right.
Small studios, 5 to 7 people, 10, whatever.
Just making bangers, making fucking games that are game of the year contenders, games that will stick with you with fun gameplay, fun story, and like I get it, a lot of people. This has never been me, and I know for a fact this isn't you. Graphics don't mean shit to me.
Well, it does, but not the end all be all. I'm not like when Halo 3 came out or Halo 4, I remember like, wow, this game looks beautiful. But there was the gameplay attached to it, the story that was with it, the ability to go online. It wasn't just, oh man, this is eye-popping beautiful. Like it is part of it, but that isn't all of it, right? Like Breath of the Wild, that was a 720p mostly, and that was a beautiful game to me. And that's not graphically one of the best games.
No, so I think. Also, by the way, I just want to throw in there, and this is more a Nintendo problem. Stop with the cell shaded shit. You know what I'm saying? Like everything, like don't get me wrong, it's beautiful, but when all your games go cell shaded, I'm like, oh my god, I get it, bro. Like, and I know why they do it. You know what I mean? Not to be this, not to be a dick, but it's it's mostly because they don't have the graphical capabilities to render I don't know, highly detailed, graphics. I get it, but the cell, I'm getting so tired of it. I'm so serious. Everything like, by the time I was like playing Tears of the Kingdom and already had like 40 hours of it, I'm like, oh my god, like I get it. Everything is just so shiny for no reason. But going
No,
back
I
to,
mean,
go ahead.
yeah, that game was that game. I didn't have that issue. I think it was just where some games are all right. For an example, like Ubisoft, Assassin's Creed was what, like a yearly game, and I've been gave up on those games since like Black Flag, and what they were pushing as it was like mostly filler content, like more hours that you put in to do the same camps, the same repetitive nature.
Mhm.
And I don't think repetitive things are bad because I love all Souls games. And what is Souls game? You're really just evading, attacking, learning the boss pattern. It's like repetitive gameplay can be good, but
But
you do
it,
stuff that
it,
is monotonous.
if the gameplay loop is fun, then who cares, right? That's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to. And the issue is, okay. So another, I'm glad you brought it up because I completely spaced out about Assassin's Creed. Ubisoft, people love, they swear by those games, right? And the one thing that Ubisoft, like Assassin's Creed, had interesting about it was the setting. You play in historical settings, and
Yeah, and it was historical fiction, right? Like
yeah,
they twisted certain things, but it was tied into things that you already knew, like the apple of Eden or whatever.
yeah,
Like,
George Washington being out there,
yeah.
DLC, he's a king. Okay, cool. But then Assassin's Creed Origins happened, right? And they saw the success of The Witcher, and they're like, we want that, right? And then all the Assassin's Creed after that kind of lost their identity. So one other thing is what AAA gaming, specifically, like the big ones, is you can tell, and there's been reports of people saying like developers saying like, yeah, we have an idea for something and it's coming along nicely. Then a bunch of boardroom motherfuckers being like, hey, Fortnite makes money. Add a battle pass. This do this. Add a multiplayer. People are like, yeah, I don't think this right here is gonna fit with what we're our vision. Like, yo, we don't care. Put it in there. That's what makes money. And then it fucking flops, and then motherfuckers get laid off. Let's think of Borderlands 4. Have you been keeping up with the shit that the CEO, what's his name? The
Yeah,
CEO.
yeah. Unfortunately, I have because my son loves those games. So he got Borderlands 4, and then I think it's Randy Pitchfork.
Yeah,
He's over here on Twitter going crazy because he's saying your rig is trash. You poor motherfucker
you
should
broke
stop.
bitch.
You should stop trying to run this on your machine. Meanwhile, it's the developer's job to just give out recommended minimal settings that will actually run it properly. And you have people, the people that are complaining are your actual fans. And they're not saying it for anything bad. They're asking for good things. If he would have just stayed quiet, it would continue to get good reviews, and it would just have an asterisk. Hey, this game still needs some tune-up, some a patch or two, and it'll be fine. But no, this man likes to put his own foot up in his mouth and attack his own people. He was going on a tangent for I don't know multiple days.
And again, I've look, man. The thing with that is like I'm actually genuinely surprised that CEOs, company representatives have now learned from the past. Do you remember that? I think it was 2013 E3 where the CEO of Xbox at the time was they say, by the way, Xbox One not backwards compatible, blah blah blah. He was saying all this crazy shit, and then like when a journalist asked him like, okay, so what you gonna tell them to the people that like can't always be online, can't do this and that? It's like, oh yeah, we got an excellent product for them. We got the Xbox 360, and then what did PlayStation do? They were like, oh shit, what? And they capitalized
Yeah, they
on
came in here. They were like, here's the game. There's your friend.
this is how you share
Take
it.
it.
You know what I'm saying? And then like the only company that is immune to all this shit, and not in a good way, is Nintendo. Because Nintendo will straight up say like, hey, every time you turn on your Switch too, we are allowed to come in and spit in your mom's mouth. And people be like, all right, man, I guess I'll take a Switch 2 and two extra Joy Cons. And
Yeah, man, and those man, Nintendo is goaded, but what they've been doing lately, I know this is gonna be a topic for another podcast and another video, and they definitely are humbling. Like what happened with the Wii U should have happened again with the Switch too. At least let them walk back a lot of the stuff. They're over here trying to patent stuff so other games can't touch it because they were jealous of the success of Power World, bro. Like
that's
you guys have had Pokemon for 25 years and you guys couldn't innovate. we were just having this conversation the other day. Pokemon Stadium, the animations of the battles were more advanced than they are now. Nowadays, it just looks like a JPEG sprite moving
Yeah,
up and down, and
yeah.
that's
You
it.
tell side dog, use confusion, and side dog just go like, and then like a squiggly line just will pop. I'm like, bro, what the hell? And people will still buy Pokemon, right? Like I remember people were rioting so hard. Like this is the thought process. People bought, and I think Scarlet and Violet were like one of the most successful Pokemons by sales, right? And then like the interwebs were flooded with people like, yo, this shit runs terrible.
Garbage.
There was people showing off like how does Pokemon Scarlet and Violet run better on the Steam Deck. You know what I mean? They were one piecing it up, obviously. Runs better on the Steam Deck than it does on the Switch. And then the Switch 2 came back and people were showing the rent videos of their gameplay of Scarlet and Violet, and they were like, see, Nintendo's so back. And I'm like, you're flexing over a game that it's not even advanced by today's standards, that is running well on a hardware that wasn't made for, and that's your flex though. And again, shout out to Yoko, say he didn't know his boy Cypher was chill like that. Well, you're welcome, fam. Chill as fuck.
Welcome to the chill
Yeah,
spot.
yeah. Welcome to the chill spot, homie. But overall, and even then, right? Then the question will become not if gaming is dead, it's AAA gaming is dead. And unfortunately, right, it's not, because you're still buying the products. You're still buying like they will give you subpar quality, right? These AAAs. They will give you subpar quality of games, hardware, and then what do? We, instead of like voting with our wallets, we just go like, all right, cool. And then that's one side of the spectrum. The other side of the spectrum is people complaining about shit without you ever trying it, right? Before it became, and I know you can talk about this more because you've been in the Souls game longer than I have. But before the Souls games, I'm talking about the front soft, not the Souls like the Souls games. Before they
Yeah,
were
the actual.
mainstream, yeah,
Yeah.
before they were
Mhm.
mainstream, right? It was it was a taboo, right? And if you played it, you were a masochist. If you played it, people would shit on you because I have a day
Yeah,
job.
you were a basement dweller living with your mom to be able to just withstand playing Demon Souls. Like what?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Um, and no, and to continue with your topic of innovation, like Mike K was talking about why did Night Rain add rain, right? Like that's part of the innovation that people like to talk. I'm not saying he is that people like to talk crap about stuff once they start doing new things, and they also like to talk crap when they don't. It's like you can't win any argument because you're fighting on both sides.
it's
The
it,
Night Rain specifically, that was handled by a B team, right? It's a smaller team. It was Ishizaki, it's not Miyazaki, and they were basically able to. They saw the success of the modding community of the co-op, the seamless co-op that they had in Night Ring. I mean, in Elden Ring, and they're like, hey, let's see if we can introduce that in a smaller version, in a $40 game where you can play with two or three of your friends, and
say,
it's
say,
40 minutes at a time. You don't have
Cinders.
to dedicate a whole playthrough, right?
Say the price again.
$40.
40 fucking bucks, right? 40 fucking, and people like, oh, it's just an asset flip. And I'm like, I don't think you know what an asset
It's
flip
Fortnite.
means.
Yes, it's
It's
Fortnite.
Fortnite. It's an asset flip because it's all like, I don't think, also, like, look, guys, and I say this hypocritically, right? And you know what? This might include me in the future, right? It might include Jay in the future. But y'all need to stop letting influencers, YouTubers dictate your decisions, right? And I know what I'm saying, and I know I might sound hypocritical because I am very boastful when it comes down to talk about the games. Hey, yo, Crit with the
Shout out to
five.
Crit.
Let's fucking go, Lord Tigre. Hey, yo, shout out to Crit gifting 5 membership, bro. Appreciate it. Shout out to motherfucking squad. Say it with me now, Lord Tigre. Yo, thank you. Hey, yo, Jay, we eating good tonight, bro. Two pack, 2 pack of ramen noodles for both of us.
Oh man, you think we could add like we can get eggs with that?
Not not eggs. You know what I mean? We could
No,
probably get
no.
some.
Instead of the ramen, we could probably get like 12 eggs, like a
Oh yeah,
carton.
true. I mean, I still got bread. We could toast this bitch up real quick. you know, before, and I got some avocado. Fun fact: so me and Jay, we're both Dominicans, right? We're both Dominicans. Well, we're both half Dominican.
Yeah, I'm half Dominican. He's half Dominican. We
Right?
identify as Dominican though because
Yeah,
that's
because
what we grew up as.
yeah, we were raised Dominican, right? But we're half. And one thing that we have to say, so this is had nothing to do with gaming, right? We were raised eating pan con aguacate, so bread with avocado, and that was considered a struggle meal.
And here comes my goat, Tom Brady, and make this shit avocado toast and raise the prices of all this and make it all.
They
I don't
gentrified
even know.
avocado toast, bro. they
You haven't
gen-
seen that? Avocado toast, man. You go somewhere try to buy that thing's expensive,
Wait, hold
man.
on,
For one little slice of toast, all hard.
bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And they just add like whatever fucking like specks of pepper.
Avocado spread, not even a real avocado, right?
Yeah. Yo, you get mistaken by Dominican all the time. So, if you don't mind me asking, what do you identify as? What's your ethnicity? Excuse me. But why you answer that? Crit, real talk, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hopefully, we can help you make the time while you at work go by faster, right? But to get back on somewhat on topic, because you know what I mean, like I said Dominican and avocado, because we're talking about food and avocado toast, and that still irks my soul, right? And also Tom Brady still your go. All right, cool, whatever, dude. I'm
His
just fucking with
record
it.
speaks for
I
itself.
don't. I legit don't care about sports. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm wearing a Giants hat, but that's a jersey thing. But anyways, I digress. Is AAA gaming dead? Of course not. Right? Night Ring was $40, right? And but it also came. Okay, look, y'all also need to like put your love on like on reputable companies like Front Software. Like they could put something out today and I will buy it. And then what Jay was talking about is like when I was saying like the other end of the spectrum, like the people that criticize shit while playing it's always like when Dark Souls that you had to be like a basement dwelling type of goblin, you know what I mean, that gets no ass and gets no sunlight and all that shit, right?
Clearly, that's what we are.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
no, 1000%. You know what? Somebody put in one of my comments a while back. It's like, oh yeah, something about me living in my mama's basements, and that was like, bitch, that is a window. like,
That's
like,
a whole full size window,
like
bro.
I
Let me
put
see
it
that.
like, like, like the way the video was. I was like, there's a window next to me, bro. That's not even a good like insult. Like you can say, I live with my mom's. Like maybe I don't, but let's say you could have made that that played out joke, but said the basement, like motherfucker, window right there. like, what basement you don't? No, 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 stop. What basement you don't that has a window? He deleted the comment. I was so fucking mad. But like I was saying, then the Souls game dropped, right? Cool. All of a sudden, uh, no, not the Souls game, shoot, Elder Ring. Then it became mainstream. Then you have the elitist that wants to basically co-op the get good, the get good community. Okay, those same
That
people,
that's also another topic we're gonna get to is gatekeeping, but that's gonna be another
yeah,
video. But
that
yeah,
that is
go
a
into
that
it a little bit. Go
that's
into it a little bit.
yeah. Okay, so I was gonna touch on the gate. That's definitely gonna be another episode. Like gatekeeping gaming is stupid, right? But they start gatekeeping shit, right? But they only have experience because they're posers. I don't care who the fuck you are, you're posers, right? Because they experience Elden Ring. Then something like Shadow of the Earth Tree drops, Night Rain drops, or they go back to play Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, Bloodborne, and they complain. And I'm like, you know what's crazy? You dumbasses. If because you experienced Elden Ring and you went and got a broken build and all that shit online instead of playing the shit naturally. Now you want to shit on a company that is actually doing good, right? And then you guys start making up, just start drumming up these stupid ass charges against the company, and then start using the narrative again that gaming is dead because look, From Software is creatively bankrupt because they made another game and it's basically the same. But if you are truly a Souls player, you know what the fuck to expect when playing these games. You know what I mean? Like so much so that if you think I'm lying, if you think that wouldn't happen, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. The reception of that game when it was announced and when people actually got their hands on it, I want you if you guys can find and go back. I know the Wayback
To the
Machine.
videos when they first dropped, like the actual time where how the people were reacting and hating on that game, just because they couldn't apply what they say to people all the time. They couldn't get good, just like Rise said over here in the chat.
They couldn't get good, right? And here's the thing, no shade. It took me till like 2017. I lied. 2018. That's when I first started making content on this channel. Yes, people, I've been on this game since 2018.
Oh, that's a good topic for
Hell yeah.
Jarrell about day one patches. Okay,
Day
hold
one
up.
patches. You know what, Jarrell, appreciate it. Somebody got to write that shit down because I will forget.
Yeah, yeah. Keep
but
going, keep going, keep going.
but I remember because it took me so long, and I was like, "Look, man, the games are difficult, not for me." Real quick, this is a personal thing, which is ironic because I am a Souls player, right? But at the time when I tried, my first one was Bloodborne. So Bloodborne came out in 2015. I tried it in 2018 because this man right here convinced me to do it, right? And then after that is
Shout
you
out
know,
to me. You're welcome, guys.
yeah, exactly, for real. Thank him for Cipher and Mimetier. You know what I'm saying? but, but overall, the point I'm trying to make is that I didn't like it, but I didn't criticize people that liked them. And at the time, I wasn't really into the dark fantasy setting. I think it was kind of like already, in my opinion, played out. I put it in the same category as zombies. You know what I mean? That's how I was putting dark fantasy. You know what I mean? But then Bloodborne caught my. He introduced Bloodborne to me. That was my first Souls game. Was Soulsborne, right? And then I like Bloodborne because it was dark fantasy, yes, but it was more Victorian and Cthulhu-ish, H.P. Lovecraft, instead of just your standard dragons and magic and spiritual MacGuffins that they use. This is more ethereal, if that makes sense, right? But then I got into it, and I remember before Elden Ring came out, how many like this was such a niche community, and then people were saying that this is the problem with gaming, that they want to make games Dark Souls now. Like saying something was a Souls like was a bad word. You know what I mean? If then Elden Ring came out, it reached the mainstream, which fuck yes, right? Because I want my shit to succeed. And then what happens? All of a sudden, people are switching their tunes. But those same people, like look, the same people that will cheer you, are the same people that will walk you down the guillotine when they're done with you, right? And I don't think, going back to the main topic, gaming is dead. The fact is that people are inconsistent with the things that they want to do, the things they say, and then then companies, capitalism. They say, "Bro, I know you have a vision. I know you want to exercise your creativity, but fuck you. I want to make money. Make me another Fortnite." And we got a
All right,
super
all
chat.
right. Go ahead. Yeah, go read crits. Give him your opinion. I'll give my opinion real quick. So Final Fantasy, I'm not too well versed in. I did play 7 and I think 10 and 15. 7 originally, and then now the 7 remake. And as a child, when I played 7, that was such an amazing game, and it's big, and how different ways you could play, build your team up. But yeah, you go ahead. You probably have more experience with Final Fantasy.
I so that's I like that, right? I just wanna piggyback off of that. Final Fantasy fans need to shut the fuck up. And I say that somewhat respectfully. And hear me out, right? Uh correct correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm guessing you're asking because of Final Fantasy 16 that basically became Devil May Final Fantasy Cry, right? Cool. A lot of people had a problem with that. That's fine. I look, man. If it's not your style of gameplay, it's not your style of gameplay. But let's not act that Final Fantasy has been doing different shit for the longest.
No,
And
yeah, don't act like they've been doing the same shit the whole time.
the
They
whole
have
time.
been innovating. Yes.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna take it a step further. Final Fantasy and Souls players are basically the same people, just a different genre. Hear me out. A lot of people, a majority of people, they got introduced to Final Fantasy 7. Final Fantasy 7 was the first Final Fantasy, and I get it. Millennials like me, it was a PS1. You know what I'm saying? RPGs were sprites, right? And then here comes
Hmm.
this Final Fantasy, it has polygons, and then it had like a more detailed polygons when you're in battle, right? Cool. Then remember, I millennials, because y'all got I know our memory's starting to fade, right? With our selective memory be acting up. Final Fantasy then, as technology improved, started innovating on their combat system. By the time it got to what's it, whichever ones with lightning, I think 12, they were already doing like a hybrid version of the turn-based. Then 15 came along, that was action. 7 remake, that was action. You know what I mean? Still an RPG. Nobody bitched like the way they did with 16. The 16 had a great story, amazing voice acting, right? Matter of fact, the main dude, his voice actor is the same voice actor from Morgoth.
Oh, dope.
Yeah,
Okay, I have
really
to
does.
play. I haven't played 16. I haven't played it, but from what I gathered, it has a great story. Like Rise just said, it has beautiful cutscenes. I mean, there
Yeah,
we go.
yeah. No, it's basically if Game of Thrones meets Naruto. Like I'm not even exaggerating. Like down to the Jinchuriki and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like it's actually pretty dope.
Oh,
I,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
I definitely enjoyed it. Granted, it has Metal Gear level of cutscenes. Them bitches are long. You know what I'm
Hey
saying?
man, I'm playing Death Stranding too, so
Oh, never
I
mind.
already know.
You've been introduced
Yeah,
to Kojima.
I
Uh,
already know. No, and I used to play Yakuza, and those cutscenes were long too.
yeah.
But I
Not
like a good story. If it's a
no.
compelling story, I'm gonna sit there and not skip it.
Yeah, the physical. I think my problem with games like that have like long cutscenes and like in a compelling story is the fact that my wife gets mad at me because I'd be like, all right, let me just get to whatever is a checkpoint or a safe spot over here. And then I'm watching a cutscene. I'm like, fuck, I need answers. It's only 3 in the morning. Fuck it. I'll watch another 45 minutes of just motherfuckers just saying shit. You know what I'm saying?
No,
But
and I understand that too, because sometimes you want to play a game, but you choose not to stream it because it's hard to stream that type of game. You're just sitting there watching a cutscene together in chat, and you're not using your dialogue. So you're like, okay, this can't be a game I stream. So you pass it on to something else. And unfortunately for us, we don't get to see the
s-
parkour.
yeah, I know. So again, like it and they said it in the chat perfectly, right? 14 was like Final Fantasy 15, which is still going strong, by the way, is an MMO, right? Completely different to like what we're used to. And then you got Final Fantasy Tactics. So Final Fantasy is, if I remember correctly, right? The reason why it's even called Final Fantasy is because Square, they were Square Enix at the time. That was like they were making games. Those games were flopping hard, and then they made their what was supposed to be the final game. If this game flopped, the company going under, and they call it their Final Fantasy, right? It's the fantasy
That's
setting,
some cool lore. Yep,
yeah.
that's some dope lore.
And I think they were called SquareSoft at the time. Don't quote me, right? But then fast forward, and, and then Final Fantasy has no end in sight. But people that complain about 16, that's fine. You know what I mean? Like it's cool. Like if you didn't like it, you didn't like it. But you're acting like it's always been turn based. You know what I mean? Like, no, they have done different things and they're going to continue to innovate things all the time. Personally, for me, if you don't like something, that's fine. Don't buy it. If you don't like something because you haven't tried it, then in my opinion, your opinion is null and void. You have,
Mystic Quest. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. And then, ultimately, though, I feel that when it comes down to that side of the aisle, you fuck. I'm gonna say it. A lot of people were saying that Square Enix is dead because of that. Oh, they lost their identity, and to that I always like to remind them, like, no, the fuck they didn't. You know what I'm saying? You guys want some the companies to do something new. When they provide you with something new, you complain. But then when they do the same thing, look at Star Wars, right? People hated the prequel
That
trilogy.
sneaking one. That yeah, I
No, I'm
don't
talking about
know.
like the
I haven't
movies, right?
played it.
No, the
Oh yeah,
movie,
yeah, the
yeah.
new ones. Yeah.
Like I'm
Even
like
the prequels, people were hating it, but now
yeah.
15, 20 years later, people actually like them.
And then when they dropped the first one of the last trilogy, the one with Ray, the Force Awakens, I think it is. People were
Yeah,
like complaining, oh, they just basically did the same things. Like, yo, what is it that y'all want? Y'all want new, or y'all want us to do the same shit? Make up your goddamn minds, right? And it's the same thing with gaming. It's literally the same thing, the same people that complain. Like if Mario, like people hated Mario Sunshine, like what the fuck is this flood shit? You know what I'm saying? And then
it's a good game too.
I actually didn't like it when it
I
dropped.
liked it. Okay, there we go. We differ on that one. I
Yeah,
like that game.
I actually did not. What a god chicken! Like I actually did not like Mario Sunshine. I know it's blasphemous to say, but
No,
I
it's not. No, it's not no blasphemy, bro. You have your opinion. I mean, what can it be?
oh you be so well, bro. Come on, come on, come
Like some
on.
people don't like Mario Galaxy, and those games were also
Those
well revered, right? Like
no, those games will speak. But I was to say, come on, bro. It's also 2025. You're not allowed to have an opinion. Like people, you have an opinion. People gonna be like, nah, fuck Cipher, Cipher. You know, Cipher doesn't know shit. Like bro. If I ever like, people tried their hardest to cook me when I say I love Deathloop. When I made that video about Deathloop, they was
that was a good
trying,
game.
bro. And I was like, it was like, man, fuck you. I loved it. Like, oh, it's like, you don't know what good games is. It's like, bitch, fuck you. Like, who are you?
Like, okay, the thing is that back to the main topic, gaming is dead because people only like to play the mainstream games, or they want to project this narrative that your game is not good because my game has to be better. Like they have to put one down to make one better. Like you're not over here saying Deathloop is a 10 out of 10, but it's an enjoyable game. Like it has a good crazy system where you kind of like I don't know, you reset the time, and it's kind of like Majora's Mask, kind of, right? Like you redo the killings and go back to it. I
Literally,
haven't actually
literally,
played it, but you explained it to me.
like the whole goal of the game
Um,
is, I'll sum it up real quick. The whole goal of the game is a time loop. In order to make the time loop, you're gonna have to kill, I think it's 8 targets, on the same cycle. So you have to set everybody up in order to get those kills because they're all doing different things in different point of the day. But go ahead.
yeah, so no, back to the topic. A lot of the problem can be the leadership, like Sony when they switched over to Jim Ryan, and then as you said, they were seeing the success of Fortnite or Warzone or whatever, and they're like, okay, we want to grab this, or Grand Theft Auto, especially with how much they were making monthly in their online
Bro,
service.
five
So
million
they
dollars.
wanted to capture this little essence of the gamers and be successful. And look what happened with them. They made that game that released for a week and they refunded everyone and they spent $400 million. We could have gotten Bloodborne finally ported to the PC at least. We could have had multiple sequels. We could have actually instead of Naughty Dog recreating the same game multiple times, they
hold,
could have made
hold,
Jack and Dexter,
hold
Sly Cooper. Like, what are we doing? All this money wasted for nothing.
on. I love to do this every chance I get, right? Because it's The Last of Us, then The Last of Us Remastered, then it's The Last of Us 2, then it's The Last of Us Part 1,
Part one.
then it's The Last of Us 2 remake, or I think
No,
I'm
The
meant
Last of Us Part Two.
The Last of Us Part 2, right? And
And now it's The Last of Us Collection or something. Yeah.
and all I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, why? Like, why did it even need a remake? That is a different topic for a different Sunday. With these with the topic of remakes. But to your point, okay, so you brought up like Jim Ryan, right? You don't like Jim Ryan or what he's doing with Sony?
What he was doing, he's no longer the president,
Yeah,
so they backtracked on that. Like you saw, your success was the single player story games that you polished and made sure that there was no issues from Spider-Man, Ghost of Tsushima, God of War, like Horizon, whatever. Like you
mhm.
were doing these successful games, and this is why you were getting support, and the PS4 was actually selling more than the Xbox. And then you turn around and give us this PS5, and your focus shifted to live service games. Like you did not learn from EA and Anthem that not everything is gonna stick.
I need people to understand that games like Fortnite, Warzone, and Apex Legends are the exception. They're not the rule. You know what I'm saying? Because like, and hell, not even PUBG survived, and Fortnite is a thing because of PUBG. So this live service shit. Look, if something is gonna make my ass itch when it comes down to gaming is it's gonna be a live service, right? Procedurally generated and battle pass. Why specifically on single player games? Why doesn't my single player game has a battle pass? Like that makes absolutely no sense. Do I care about microtransactions? Like if it's not pay to win, I don't care. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. You know what though?
Yeah, I'm okay. Like you guys spend your money how you want. It's your money. I can't tell you. Like like console wars, people are trying to fight. Hey, you should get this because of this. It's like, man, it's your money. Speak with your wallet, like you were saying earlier with Nintendo. This is the only way that you're actually going to communicate what's going to happen. But I don't even know what I was going to say. Continue what you were saying. I
Yeah,
lost
yeah.
my train of thought.
I no, I feel you. Okay.
Oh, procedurally generated stuff, like for example, would be like No Man's Sky or something like that.
Like now, Jacob said, "What's wrong with procedure? I can't even say it. I can't say it
Oh,
again.
what's wrong with it?
So what's wrong
Oh,
with it?
that's his opinion. You know, I don't really play them, but the thing is that
I
what is the issue?
I don't know. Like it's one of those like. Have you ever looked at somebody and you be like, I don't fucking like you, and they ask you why? It's like I don't fucking know. Like, look, just look at him. Like, just like there's just yeah, I just don't like this person, right? That's how I feel about procedurally generated. Like I play Remnants of the Ashes. Like any game that I played and it says procedurally generated, for some reason I do not know why I dislike it. Maybe because it's just a bunch of hallways that they switch around. I don't know. There's nothing. It doesn't. I don't know. I don't know how to put this.
Well, so wasn't like Returnal kind of
Well,
procedurally generated?
that was a yeah that but that was a roguelite and that was the exception. Because I also
Okay.
yo okay, so I don't like saying this in my channel because I last time I said it, people lost their shit. I'm not crazy about roguelikes and roguelites. Like people were like, "Yo, buy Dead Cell." Is it Dead Cell? That one
Yeah,
indie
that's
game? Yeah. Oh, buy Dead Cell. So good. This and that. Blasey blasey. Roguelike. I played it, returned it. I returned it immediately from Steam. I'm like, I do not like this. You know what I'm saying? I love Prince of Persia, right? I love the Lost Crown. That shit was dope. It was a dope Metroidvania. I got excited. There's a new Prince of Persia. Oh, it's a roguelike. Never the fuck mind. Not for me. Not for me, right?
Hey, and I heard good things about it, but unlike you, I don't play like those 2D side scroller games. Unfortunately, I just don't. That's just not something I have too much in my backlog that I have to get through that I want to get through that.
Oh, nah. Like you need a mindset, right? Like you need a specific mindset to play these games because um, the time it takes, the time it takes to explore the trial and error. I mean, if it wasn't from Game and Rise, I wouldn't be as far as I am in Silksong. You know what I mean? And
Oh shit, him, Crit,
Crit, yeah,
Coconut,
coconut, coconuts. But
all of them.
all of them. And here's the thing: we list off a bunch of like genres and stuff that we personally don't like, and the ones that we do like that we swear over, right? And and that's the thing. Like, not everything has to be made for everybody. You know what's the saying? If you're trying to please everybody, you end up pleasing nobody. Something like that. You know what I mean? But these game companies, right? They see that shit. They see that. They saw Jim Ryan saw that Marvel Avengers flopped hard, and they were like, okay, let's do it again. Concord, bro.
Oh,
I
that's the name of the game. Yeah,
Concord
fucking
came and went
trash.
so quick, and same shit, right? And people like to, the weirdos like to, say it's because of this. It's because it's like no, it's because nobody cares, right? Like, and your God of War, 2018 and Ragnarok were killing it. Your Spider Man were killing it. You know what sells, bro. Like the numbers don't lie. Hell, same thing with EA. Like I personally believe that EA sent out the first Star Wars the Jedi Fallen Order. I think they
Mhm.
sent that shit out to die, and they were actually surprised that it did well, right? Because Respawn put their whole foot in that bitch. Like, was I crazy about that game? Not really. That's because the fucking ponchos, bro. I fucking hated those goddamn ponchos.
Yeah, yeah. So my problem, like that game overall was okay. I like the fighting and all that, but the type of gamer I am, I like to explore, make sure I don't miss anything, and then my rewards are only ponchos.
Only
Like,
ponchos
raw.
or like a different lightsaber switch. Like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. Like, if you flick it or press it, like, just give me a different fits. And I heard Survivor is better. I mean, I have it still. I haven't played. It's in my backlogs, obviously. Yo, man, we doing
It's
good,
in my
man.
backlog too.
Yeah, no, bro, my backlog is something it's so disgusting. I fucking hate it. You know, because it gives me anxiety. I was like, I gotta get, but I still gotta do Death Stranding.
Until Drip
But,
Undefeated. I
uh,
mean, some of them could be cool, but I'm not rewarded. Like,
yeah,
that's
okay,
it. It's cosmetic, bro. Like, I can't do nothing.
bro, I get like look. I will rock a poncho, right? I think I will look good on a poncho. But if my all my rewards are like
Like Bloodborne was fashion souls to me, right? Like it was cool, but I
Bloodborne
was
has
still
it.
finding weapons and other stuff, upgrade materials, things that were needed for me to
I
continue to play it and
also
give reward me for exploring.
also Bloodborne has the best drip out of all the Soulsborne. Don't argue with me. Argue amongst yourself. Bloodborne was the drippiest of the souls. If we want to keep it 100. Yeah, I mean, oh, I feel like you're gonna disagree with me.
Nah, I think it was very drippy.
Yeah,
I think just the variations or the amount of different drip that you have in like Elden Ring or Dark Souls, it's subjective,
I
obviously.
I haven't played. I haven't played Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, but also okay. Can I be vulnerable here on this podcast?
Don't
I
clip this part, guys.
I got Souls fatigue. I do. I got Souls fatigue, and if you say, but you're playing Silk Song, that's not really a Souls. Okay, only because the game is difficult. It's not a To me, it's not a Souls like, right? But I got Souls fatigue. Kazan first Berserker. That shit, that game worked me. And I was like, I need a break. That's why I didn't do Wuchan Fallen Feathers. That's why I didn't do. What's the other one that people keep raving that like got like a bunch of patches and like and got re-released? Lords of the Fallen. That
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
they're making another one of that too. Yeah.
yeah. I saw the trailer, right? I saw also another Mortal Shell, and I'm like, I right now I don't care. Right now I don't care just because Kazan took took some years of my lifespan, right?
No,
And
I think that's where we differ, man. It's because you actually give all these Souls likes a chance. Like the only thing I played was Wukong, and then thanks to you, I played Lies of P. But other
oh,
than that, I'm only mainline FromSoft games. I haven't played those other games.
oh no, I
And then, like you said, to put them under an umbrella of these are Souls like because they're hard. I don't think that's even true. I don't even think Souls games are hard. It's just you have to understand the mechanics, and then it's all about learning the patterns, right? But like a hard game for me, like you say it in the chat all the time. I mean, in your streams all the time. It's like Aladdin NES. Like, bro, what?
like,
You only have like 3 lives and you got to go back start again.
hey yo,
I
chat.
can't. I personally struggle with like Ninja Gaiden. Like that's a game that's hard for me. But
Hey yo, chat, real quick. I got if you guys want to be a real gamer, send me a video, yeah, finishing The Lion King for the Super Nintendo. If you guys, I'll send you $10. Because that's all I can afford. Because Craig just gave me it just gave me 10
yeah,
bucks.
even if you straw had it and emulate it with the rewind system, that game is still impossible. The
if you can
Lion King, bro.
if you can get the I can't wait to be king section with the monkeys without breaking your keyboard, please, yo, go on my Discord, right? I'll post the link below. Link should be in the description. And send me a clip of you finishing end credits. I'm not talking about going on YouTube. I want to see blood, sweat, and tears. I want you to, by the end of that game, I want you to be like, yo, I miss Mufasa.
You
Like,
kicks, you have it. Oh nah, you're a masochist, my bro.
you have it on Switch? You for real? Okay, I need to see the clip, bro, because that game, bro, fuck a Souls like. That shit right there. That's when like gaming was like actually hard. The NES era, that those 16-bit bitches, like those like I'm gonna tell you, checkpoint systems it's a modern thing. Like, yo, you wish you had a site of grace, a bonfire, or a lamp in these old school games. You get 3 lives, bitch. 3 lives, and you gotta make it from here to all the way over there. And these bosses are cheap. And Contra, fucking the old school Metal Gear games, bro. Like I'm telling you right now, that is a different. If that is a different era of gaming. If those type of games came out now, then you really gonna be saying, nah, gaming is dead, right? But
Castlevania, yeah,
yo,
bro.
Castlevania, yo, oh, look, bro,
Bruh.
like it was a flex. It was like, and you always had that one line ass cousin say like, man, I beat it. I beat it. I'm like, no, the fuck you didn't, bro.
We get that in the chat all the time. Oh, that was so easy. It's like, all right, man,
Bro,
let's go. Let's see it. Put it up, bro. You should be streaming.
so many cats like, bro. I thought Elder Ring was easy. I'm like, no, the fuck you didn't. You know why? Because I was there when the game released, and you guys were complaining, talking about, yo, the tree sentinel's too hard. Margaret's too hard. It's not until that a couple douchebags on YouTube's like, hey, you want to get the most broken build on Elder Ring? Next thing you know, out of let's say if Elden Ring had 1,000 fucking players, 700 of y'all were rocking fucking Moonveil and Rivers of Blood because y'all were trying to cheese the fuck out of the game. And to me, you didn't complete it. If you cheese a boss, you didn't beat him. You know what I mean?
Man, I could even go on YouTube without people saying go do this and that so you can get 100,000 souls every 2 seconds or whatever. It's like, bro, if you had to, like, that game is meant for you to explore and come back and properly level. If you had to sit there and farm, it's like, man,
Also, my toxic trait when it comes down to these games is that if it can bleed, it can die.
exactly.
You
Tree
know, it's like,
Sentinel and I had a meeting in the beginning of the game for at least an hour and a half.
bro, I shit you not, bro. Like, hell, y'all saw me. Like, for those who's been watching me play Silk Song, by the way, I live stream Tuesday to Friday to come through at 6 p.m. But with one of the first streams of Silk Song, I was fighting the Beast Fly, and everybody's like, "Yo, just come back and get it because you need upgrades to beat this boss." Like, fuck you. He can bleed. He can die. I'm not leaving here until he. And I did it. Did I want to do it again? Hell no. But that's just it's an ego thing, right? It's definitely an ego thing. Which there was something I
No,
wanted.
no, but that gives you the aura too, because correct me if I'm wrong, Chad. We be seeing it and we're over here like, nah, you need this. It's gonna take you this many attempts, and then he does it in 4 attempts, and we're like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, nah, like no. These yo, the chat do be underestimating me when I be playing this game because I remember for
Yeah,
the
because
final
they see
boss,
you dying in the open world. It's like, all right,
like
he's having some struggling with the parkour at the moment, but
yeah,
let him get to the fight.
yeah, and they were like, "Oh man, good luck. This boss is gonna take you." Woo," and I'm like, "What was that? Third try? Second try? No big deal."
Yeah.
Although Carmelita, yo, okay, that was like 7 tries because we was counting. Because I say like it's gonna take me 10. We got it at 7, right? A motherfucker was sweating with Carmelita. Holy shit, he did.
But you made it a point not to get to 23 because
Oh yeah, I
that was
forgot who else.
tied.
Yeah, I was like, hey, it's gonna take you about 23 times. She's the hardest boss in the game. I'm like, not 23, but definitely not 3. So, yo,
No,
so
but back on topic, like, do you guys think gaming is dead? Like, genuinely in the chat, do you guys think gaming is dead? I think part of the problem is uh studio acquisitions and then them doing nothing with those games, so it gives it the perception like nothing is coming out. I'm really looking at Microsoft when I'm saying that because they acquired so many things and they haven't done anything. Half dead. Okay,
like
so we
half
got
dead.
half dead.
Okay, so half dead. Do I subscribe to that idea? Do I subscribe to that idea? Okay, so no, okay, so no, I don't think it's dead at all. If anything, I think it's stronger than ever. But go ahead, finish your because you were talking about Microsoft, and the first thing I thought was Rare, because what they did to my to my people's Rare, to my British brothers over there at Rare was criminal. But go ahead, finish your thought.
No, no. So yeah, I was just saying that I think a lot of the perception is that, like they're saying here, a lot of these IPs just don't come back because these studios are gobbling them up and not doing anything with them. And a lot of the leadership is heading the people the wrong way. Like Jim Ryan making Sony Studios try to do live service games, and then Microsoft not doing anything with these IPs. Rare, like you said, had was the goats in the 90s to the early 2000s, and then they got relegated to make Connect games. Like, who the fuck wants Connect games?
So, man, you know what's crazy? I expunged the Connect from my memory, and you just drew that shit back in my head because I had an Xbox One, and remember they used to come in with the fucking built-in, well, not the built-in, with the Connect, and that was like one of the selling point. And like in the trailer, that you could do all this crazy stuff with the Connect. That shit was connected to my Xbox literally for like an hour. I was like, get the fuck out of here. But
Get this
okay,
shit out of here. Like they did my boy Fable so bad. Like, let's do Fable Connect. Dead, bro.
dead
Death.
in the water,
Death.
right? I mean, no, I mean, let's be real. Okay, so the 360. Okay, I know you were a PS3 dude, but the
I
360
had, I
was
had a 360 until I got red ringed. So I was a 360 person, and then I got ringed, and I went to Uncharted on PlayStation.
yeah. But actually, aside from the red ring, so okay, I actually like the 360. The 360 they had some dope ass IP, right? But then Xbox One came out, and then they started doing bullshit, right? People got excited that yo, they got Rare. We gotta get a new Banjo Kazooie, a new Conquer. And what did they do? They made a banjo game where you built fucking Lego cars. That shit looked like ass, right? And then Conquer, was basically a remake, but I remember people complaining about it because they censored the fuck out of it. And I'm like, that's you took out the best part. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Bad
Like,
Fur Day, the
yeah.
reloaded one on the Xbox. Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah. No,
so I don't think here's the reason, and I spoke about this earlier in the beginning of the shit, right? But consumers, I will agree, consumers are indeed stupid, right? I'll put myself in there too, because sometimes I'll be like, I will never buy this shit. I see a trailer, I was like, fuck, right? I've done it so many times, and and I'd be like, no, this time they changed. You don't know him like I do, and then give them my money, and they'd be like, yo, don't get this shit. Fuck them, right? I don't. Yes, consumers are dumb. However, the companies themselves, even the AAA ones, they're doing good. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to blame consumers, just consumers, for this shit, right? Because I do agree that we should vote with our wallets, but also we all we should be getting quality products, right? If you're paying, like I remember, not remember, like I remember hearing the rumor, excuse me, about Rockstar saying that the GTA 6 is most likely is gonna be over $100, and I'm like, here's the thing. I see a lot of people when that rumor started circulating bitching about it, but like, are you seriously not gonna buy GTA 6 at least just to be part of the conversation, right? Because
And
it's
that is part of the problem because people talk all the crap because they want to be the most like comment or the highlight,
Mhm.
but then they get FOMO, they get the fear of missing out, and they have to be part of the wave. They gotta be,
um,
you know.
and it,
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna own GTA 6 when it comes out. I don't think it's gonna be on PC for like a year, but I'll be on GTA 6.
I'll be
Not necessarily the online. It's just that I've grown up playing all of these games. Like,
so to add to that, I also think that with GTA 6 is one of the situations like we have to manage our expectations. Which, by the way, manage your expectation was the name of my first stand up comedy skit. Yo, I don't know. Just threw it in
just
there.
Chris Cypher.
Just
Shout
Chris
out to
threw
the
it.
other team.
But but I don't think GTA 6 is never gonna be as good as we want it to be because we are putting so much expectation on a game that's taken like 10 years to make. And let's be real, it hasn't come out sooner because GTA 5 was ranking up like $5 million every 48 hours, and that's not even an exaggeration.
And they
That
were
was
making they were making like 500,000 every month
every
off the
month
online.
just on the online, 500,000, and people were complaining like, and this is why I say like consumers, we have very selective memory because we was complaining about the microtransaction in the very predatory, I should say, microtransaction on GTA. But yeah, I was like, yo, these motherfuckers still making $500 million a month. So
It's like, no, it's like you gotta speak with your wallet.
speak
Like
with
you
you.
guys, people were complaining that this is the only GTA that didn't get a DLC. Like since they started making DLCs, like for single player,
Mhm.
all they did was online. But it's because they supported it.
Like,
What do you want?
why should they? Like,
You guys are paying for it.
why should Call of Duty innovate? Like, no, for anybody. If anybody in my chat, which I doubt it, but if anybody in my chat is a avid Call of Duty player, tell me why should they even innovate? If you're buying like Modern Warfare 3, the new Modern Warfare 3, like the most recent one, right? Because they did like that weird little remake shit. Was a they didn't even hide the fact that it was meant to be a DLC for for Modern Warfare 2, right? It was supposed to be a DLC because people when they bought it, it was showing as a DLC on their PlayStations, and they had to patch that shit out. The campaign was like 3 hours on the Warzone map, and that's it. And they still charge full price for that, right? And to me, like there was the rumors, journalists were saying this was meant to be a DLC. Yeah, I think IGN made a whole thing about it. I know we're not IGN fans here, but let me cook. But motherfuckers still went out and bought it, right? That's one. But then I know I've been shitting on consumers a lot now, but let's talk about these triple
We
A's.
are consumers. We are the
Yeah,
consumers.
we are
Yep.
the consumers, right? But let's talk about AAA. Y'all remember what happened? Because it's happening to Team Cherry right now. But wait, how many devs were talking shit about Baldur's Gate 3, saying like, "Yo, why would y'all drop this game? Now consumers are expecting this level of gaming." I'm like, motherfucker, yes. And Baldur's Gate 3
Yeah, man.
was made with a small ass team. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, oh, now they're gonna expect this level of quality. I'm like, yes, like you really bitching about this shit. Same thing with Team Cherry. It's like, yo, there's like, yo, they're fucking up the market because they dropped this shit for $20 and it's amazing. You know what I mean? How can we compete? I'm like, bro, do it for the love of the game.
That's the problem. It's like you corporate machines. That's where I get to. The teams are a little bit too big for these AAA games where they don't have the soul and the passion to make it. It's so uh, fragmented. You're the designer, you're the map maker, you're gonna make the HUD, and it's like a teams of hundreds. It's like this is where all of the funding goes to, and this is where we get passed along the price. But then you do get these small teams, these indie games, these team cherries that blow it out of the water. And how? Because they're making it out of love and passion. They're not over here trying to hit certain metrics. It has to be this amount of hours. I need to have this many collectibles. It needs to have this level of polish. No, if a game is good, people are gonna eat it up because of the gameplay.
I will throw a curveball in there, right? Because I know we've been shitting on consumers, we've been shitting on the AAA companies, right? And not in some indies, I'm gonna throw in there, right? But there's a subgroup that is equally, or if anything, almost as almost worse as problematic, and I'm gonna go back to the influencers, the YouTubers, the Twitch streamers, right? Um, and this subset of individuals, there's the pro players, right? The pro gamers, right? And then you got the fucking sewer dwelling pieces of shit that find reasons to complain about anything regarding anything new because they're contrarians or because that's how they get clicks, right? Let's talk about the pro players, right? A lot of these companies started to tailor the games around the pro players, right? Where people have complained, Call of Duty, Apex, Marvel Rivals, stop being fun because these pros, these influencers, bitch, and they have a large following, and them bitching about this, uh, mobilize their online troops, their online keyboard warriors to not just, you know, if they shit on the game, they shit on the game, but they start review bombing. They started talking trash about the games that they have had. Like they put like 2,000 hours in, and I'm like, how can you have 2,000 hours still bitch about these things, right? So in Apex Legends, because I used to play Apex, not good, not even close to being good, right? People are like, oh, they're ruining the meta because they want to appease these
No,
pro
no,
players.
and what you said goes exactly with what Rise just typed in the chat. It's like these streamers are the ones trying to ruin Battlefield 6. It's like, no, man, go fix Call of Duty and stop trying to change Battlefield. That's a totally different game, and if you don't like it, you got to conform to it. Get good,
Get
right?
good. Get if not, go back to the game you actually enjoy playing. Like that's what I don't get. Now, then we got the cockroaches, the you know the s- the motherfuckers that reside in sewers. These pieces of shit. That's like, for example, Ghost of Yote is gonna be asked why. Oh, it's a women protagonist. Oh, and she's not 2025 attractive. And I'm like, bitch, play Still Blade. You don't have to play a game with one hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, not all of us are looking like not every game is meant to be gooned. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
no, like you really want to goon, go play Dead or Alive beach volleyball.
do
Go
yeah,
have fun.
go have fun, go live your life, and then don't say me like, oh, can you believe that Wukong lost to Astrobot? I never played Astrobot, but that is a kids game, and I'm like, then how can you have an opinion? Like, if Wukong was your game of the year,
Which it
that's
was mine. It was mine too.
yeah,
I had
which
my son has
Astrobot,
Astrobot Playroom or the new one, whatever, and it was
yeah.
good. It was fun, but
You prefer
I
Wukong.
I prefer Wukong, but
Now
I
let me ask you.
can't
Let me ask you a
say it
question.
wasn't
Do you,
deserved. Like what?
let me ask you a question. Do you go on Twitter, YouTube, Threads, Instagram, and bitch about Astrobot?
All the time? No, never.
Never, right? Why? Because you're an adult. You're a functioning adult. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. So these subset of groups, right? And you know what's crazy? Like recently, I've been calling people like that annoy me like this. I've been calling these Reddit users, which is so unfair because not every Reddit user are like this. But when I picture the like, or when I picture, when I see like the Aspen Golds or the fucking who the fuck ever is out here bitching about dumb shit, I think it's like you live on Reddit. That's like you reside on Reddit and just to bitch about these stupid ass um complaints that are non-existent, you know. And people be like, "Yo, Cipher, you going a little too hard. You insulting people. This and that. Sometimes it's valid. No, the fuck it isn't. You know how I know it's not fucking valid? I want you guys to look up the crowd's reaction to the God of War 2018 announcement. There was a hashtag going on Twitter saying hashtag not my God of War, and they were saying that game was gonna fail, and they were saying that game is, I don't know, whatever the fuck complaints they wanted to add to it. And it came out, holy shit, cinema. Absolute cinema. So, with that being
How
said,
much influence do you think YouTubers or streamers play into the games? Like, ain't Call of Duty a big streaming game? Seems like a bulk of the predatory business models come from the bro games, quote unquote, like the Battlefields, CODs, GTAs.
how much influence? That's I saw that that chat from. By the way, I'm streaming this on vertical and long form. So whichever you prefer, they got both formats there. So take your picks, chat. But how much influence? So I think they only
I
have
think we're in an age. I think we're in an age where the streamers are very influential. Like even for, not that we're a political channel, but even for politics, these people are going to the streamers to get that audience because the newer generations are online. So I think the influencers are a big component of it.
the influencer actually influence. Like that's the sad reality, right? Because and here's the thing, I can see the appeal. I can see the appeal because if I look at it from a human's perspective, right? I'm gonna use you as an example. If you come up to me and say, "Hey, yo, Cipher, I want you to play XYZ," I'll buy it while thinking about it because I know I value your opinion and I know you and I have similar taste, right?
Yeah, vice versa.
And
Yeah,
you know,
like no doubt. You
no.
tell me, I'm gonna buy it. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, we have actually done the opposite too. Where you like, hey yo, this looks good, and I was like, I played it. I don't think it's for you, my dude. Right? And you were like, I'm gonna hold off. And you say, I looked up a gameplay, or my nephew, your son bought it, and you were like, oh, okay, I seen the play gameplay. Not really,
Yeah.
not really for me, right? Cool. Imagine that at a larger scale, because these people nowadays, they create a parasocial relationship with these online entities.
Personalities.
Yeah,
Yep.
personalities. Yeah, thank you. And it's almost to the point of like obsession with some cats, right? That anything that person said, they will just do without question, without any type of personal conviction. There's like, oh, this person said I need to hate on this, so I am, right? And these people remove any ability of to critical think, because one of the most popular things to bitch about is like, look at this, look at the Steam numbers. This game is flopping. Nobody's playing it. When it dropped, like for single player games, right? It's like when it dropped, this thing had half a million players. Now only has 3,000. It's like, well, it's been a year. It's been 6 months. It's a single player game, right? Who
Yeah.
the fuck cares? Like, and then these people then parrot those those talking points that if you spend even a second to to critically think whatever they're saying, you realize it doesn't make sense. They'll parrot it online, and then some of these assholes, which please chat, if you guys do this, you guys go ahead and unsubscribe. Start setting death threats and threatening developers or voice actors or people who, that did the mocap, that like if it's like a female character or a person of color that that represents the game. I'm like, you don't have no room here in Cypher World. I'll let you know right now. And also, that's the evolution of the hate, and then that level of influence affects sales, affects, what I mean. And at the end of the day, we live in, this is capitalism. We live in a capitalistic country where board members are going to see what's everything that's going on, and they're going to be like, yeah, we're not going to do that again. And then we bitch because we didn't get a sequel. We bitch because we didn't get what I mean, the trilogy or whatever, like, or the DLC, whatever was planned for that particular um game that we're talking about.
No, the thing is that the majority is usually quiet. It's the minority that's very loud and active. So that's the perspective that you get.
Mhm.
But people that are content are not going online to make a review or leave comments about it because they're enjoying it. But
Hmm.
because the loud minority is what they get. But Crit, if you can put that in his Discord so he
I'm
can
not playing.
remember.
I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm not playing Phasmophobia.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
It's a cooperative horror game where you play as ghost hunters, but like not the cool kind, the YouTube kind.
Oh, are we with like the cam, like with
Yeah, with
that
the
movie?
cam, yeah, and all
Yeah.
that shit. And
Okay.
then I okay, for those who don't know, I'll say it quick. I'm pretty sure I told the story in this channel. If not, I'll say it again. Your boy I got a shitty heart. I really do. And the first game ever on this channel that I streamed was Outlast 2. That was the first game I ever streamed in my life. Was Outlast 2. Because of Outlast 2, I found out I had a heart condition. Yeah, and that's what led me to because I was in the military at the time, and that's what what led me to getting out the military. So no, I'm not playing Phasmophobia, and I don't think Crit likes me that he suggested that. And is it Yuki's over here like hyping him? I'm like, yo, yeah,
Yeah,
you
he's like,
should,
yeah,
yeah.
no,
I was
he
like,
stamped it.
like
Yep.
that will be how I go viral. I'll be like, I just pass
No,
no,
no, that's not what we want.
it'll be like it'll just be dead air. It's like, he's just playing. It's like you start seeing on the news, streamer by the name of Cypher has has died on stream. Mm,
Oh, well, Mimic Tier does take over and stream himself a
Uh,
couple days. He's a little
yeah,
rebellious.
yeah. Every once in a while, he comes in and fucks my game up. You know what I'm saying? Mimic Tier, but today is Sunday. Mimic Tier doesn't do shit on Sunday. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, he barely does shit anyways. He just show up for the videos and they expect to get paid. You know what I mean? And he wants to take over my channel. Fucking dick.
Yeah, let's get to 100K, my people.
100K, 100K, and I'm throwing hands with Mimics here. I'm letting you know right now. 100, not 100K dollar. I mean, if you can drop 100K, but I'll fight him right
Now,
now.
once we
Like,
hit 100K subs,
it's 100K subs. If somebody drops 100K on me, I'll be like, shit, bro. What do you want me and Mimics here to do?
go skydiving with
Go,
your
go.
bad heart.
Hey,
Oh, there we go.
nah,
It's over.
it's over. It's like, well, let me just start leaving this 100K to the fam real quick, cause. But yeah, nah, and I think that overall that's the conclusion, right? Is it dead? No, because we still rewarding back bad consumer practices, right? Not rewarding back. That makes no sense. We're paying these motherfuckers to give a shit, right? We're not supporting the people that are doing quality work, right? Please play more indie games. If you don't know what to play, ask around. I promise you, there's something for you. Every genre, and also stop playing the same fucking genre of gaming. You know what I'm saying? Like try an RPG. You know what I mean? Immerse yourself. Create a character that looks like you and start doing magical shit and fighting
Or
dragons.
doesn't look like you.
Or doesn't look like you. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I play the complete opposite of me. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's fun. Play a strategy game. Play an MMO, a fucking racing and do something. But then you can't blame all your problems on one entity. I think we're all at fault here. Is it dead? No, because record profits are still trending now. There's a new Call of Duty. That Call of Duty is like so heavily dislike on YouTube. But guess what? It's still gonna get sold. It's like Black Ops 7 or some shit.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it's still gonna get sold. You know what I
It's
mean?
still gonna be a top 5 seller of the year, even though you
It's
guys are correct. Objectively, it's gonna be a bad game probably because they don't innovate and it's the same shit. But
so our
we vote with our wallets.
we used to have this little cool game that we used to always like link up to play, especially during the pandemic, right? And then I remember when the PS5, the pre-orders shadow drop and they were going crazy. All of us, it was a team effort, right? We were trying to get our PS5 pre-ordered. We finally got our PS5 on release day, right? And me and Jay were mad as hell because you're like, all right, guys, let's get on 2K, let's get on Call of Duty. Like, bitch, we got a PS5. Play Spider Man. Play Demon Souls. Play like what? What are we doing?
It's like we really went to get the same game, and then they ended up playing like the PS4 version because most of their friends were still there. It's like, oh man, like
like legit. What was the point? Like, what was the point of going through all this? And the same thing with people like, oh, I just bought a PC. I can't wait to play everything that PC has to offer. Modern games, this and that, blah blah blah. We're back to Call of Duty. We're back to Call of Duty. We're back to 2K. Like, pick up a fighting game, bro. Go beat the fuck out of your friends virtually.
or IRL, but those are your friends.
Yeah, I mean, those are your
Don't
friends. I
hurt
mean,
them too
don't blame
hard.
us though. We're like, Cypher said to beat your ass. I'm like, first of all, I'm not that influential. And if you blame me, I will deny. It's like I've never said that. We got you on video. First of all, that wasn't me. That was Mimic here. I'm at,
Yeah, he has that split personality. That's that Moon Knight in him.
that's yo for real. Yo, for real. All right, let's look at the chat real quick before how long we been live? This has been going on for what? Because these only supposed to be like an hour some change, 2 hours depending on the conversation and stuff. So let's look at the chat. So my man said, you have you ever played King of Fighters?
I think so. Yeah,
King of Fighters?
that was that's the Sega game, no?
Yeah, that's was am I tripping? Was King of Fighter also the same as Fatal Fury? That's what
I'm
Terry.
not sure.
That's what Terry, right? The basically Ken with a hat. Or am I tripping? Let me look it up. Like I'm kind of okay. You can say yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah,
You can see by the cover. Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. I liked it. So real quick, for those who don't know, I actually used to be big on fighting games in the fighting game scene, but man, that's just say every time ever since I started content creating, bro. There's so many games that I want to play or like be good at and go back to competing, But fighting games take a ridiculous amount of time because it's not much mashing, right? You gotta learn frame data. You gotta learn like the meta, and sometimes your character is not in the meta, so you gotta. And then there's matchups, and then this so, and then you go to like tournaments, and people smell like ass, literally. You know what I mean? And it's like, ugh, do I have time for that shit? Because I wanted to get back to like for example, well not Smash Bros, but I wanted to get back to Tekken, right? Smash Bros is kind of like my guilty pleasure. You know what I mean? Even though I shouldn't buy more Smash Bros, so Sakurai can finally retire.
Yeah, so you gave his hands a rest, man. That man
That
has
man
been
also,
abused by Nintendo. He don't
uh,
even know he has a new game coming out
they,
until we
oh,
find out
oh,
together.
we all find out together. It's like, I can, yo, Miyamoto's gonna go out on the next Nintendo Direct, and the new Smash Brothers announced. Sakurai's just gonna be home like, what the fuck, fam? Like,
When did we decide this,
like what?
asshole?
Like we
Yeah.
decided this today. It's like either you make it, or we're gonna butcher it and sell it. So, uh, so what you wanna do? Come work for us for a ridiculous amount of hours, or let us ruin your legacy. By the way, that's a true story. Iwata, the late Iwata, CEO of Nintendo, straight up just fucking hoed Sakurai in an interview.
Literally, like, yeah, that was a threat.
Yeah, like
Like,
yeah,
what?
I felt like you were threatening me. He's like, yep, no, you're right. That was 100% a threat. And guess what? You made the game. Okay, so like like if you guys watch the game theorist, if you watch his video on the last
Yeah.
Smash Brothers Ultimate, it's hilarious because he points out everything in those games. Sakurai's, cry for help. Like, please stop buying this shit. Let me rest. Uh,
Yeah, the actual story of it. Nah, I would love to be an actual fighting gamer, but I'm just not good enough for those. I would personally prefer like Soul Calibur, or back in the day I used to like Budokai and stuff, but
yeah,
at the
but
end of the day, there's only so much. Once I unlock all the characters, that's it for me for the most part.
uh,
Unless it
Arthur,
was like Fight Night, but we're never gonna get one of those again.
Fight Night was lit. But Fight Night was the type of game that you play with your homies while drinking. For some reason, I don't know why liquor and Fight Night went so well together. Have no idea. And instead, we got the bitch ass Undisputed games back to back, which again I didn't care for. But Arthur wants to know. I want you to answer that question for me. Do I play Silk Song?
Chat, can we answer that?
Do I play, bros? Do I
he,
play?
he just he's all the way in Act 3. You done with it?
Nah. Still,
You have a little bit left,
I got
but
a little bit. I think I got. I mean, I
but
did
he's
a.
done 7 streams. 7 streams,
Yeah,
right?
I think it's 7 streams on Silk Song Tuesday to Friday for those who don't know. And I got Act 3. I killed a lot of bosses. I don't know how many more bosses, optional bosses I have left. I think I only got one main boss I gotta kill. I think that's what Rise told me. Uh, he was like, "Keep it Rise. What is
Yeah,
Silk Song?
what is
What
that?
is Silk
No,
Song?
I guess it wasn't Rise.
Okay, it was not Rise. It was not.
It was an imposter.
It was his mimic here. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
hey, stop. No, but yeah, now to answer the question,
RW's confusion.
short answer is yes, I am playing Silk Song, and the question that nobody asked, stop bitching. It's not. It's actually not that hard. People are like, oh my god, we need a difficulty slider. Uh, um, uh, then the game is not for you. You
Yeah,
know.
that's another topic too, the difficulty sliders.
Oh
But
yeah, that is. But we
that,
have
that,
like a
that kind of shit scares me because if FromSoft tells you, all right, easy mode is what you've been experiencing already, because what they just did with Night
nice.
Rain and Deep of Night mode, and each depth harder and harder. Basically, the punishment is you get hit harder and everything takes longer to kill. That's gonna be the difficulty. It's like, man, I don't know if we really want this, man.
I don't think. Like I said, like I think people need to be okay with, and this is also if we're gonna circle back and on the topic, so we can conclude this. People need to understand that not everything is for you. Yes, you got FOMO. Yes, you want to be part of the conversation, right? But not everything is for you, and that's okay. Like I'm gonna keep it 100, right? I like seeing gameplay of what's that game? Rainbow Six Siege. I like seeing gameplay. Like it's dope, and like especially when like motherfuckers like if two teams are good and they're like doing all types of tactical crazy shit to kill each other. That is stupid dope. Ask me if I will play it. No, because if I get shot through the wall, you know what I mean, from a different building because a dude was using a fucking a camera, a wire camera, and he wiretapped that room and he was able to shoot me through the wall, I'm gonna be pissed. And then I gotta wait 20 minutes to respawn because it's based on rounds and team kills. You know, I
Yeah,
can't just
it's like search and destroy, yeah.
yeah. I It's not for me. I'm too impatient for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. Like I like seeing people play Fortnite. Like I play Fortnite sometimes, the zero build. I like I like the build mode, right? Don't ask me to play it. It looks dope. People like building giant ass towers trying to kill each other. That's it's dope. It's not for me, and that's okay. I'm not gonna. You know what I'm not gonna do? I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna go to a developer's Discord channel or I'm gonna go to their Twitter and bitch about it because oh my god, the fucking it's too hard. It's too this like that. Then don't fucking play it. Nobody else is bitching about it.
No. So I would go and be like, "Hey, FromSoft, this Everdark pest that you just dropped, uh, is kind of broken because the enemy disappeared from the map and now we're stuck in the boss fight." So yeah, I would voice that so they can fix it. But as far
Well,
as
yeah.
me going in there,
Well, that's different because that is a glitch. That is something that
yeah,
the
you know,
developers
I'm like, y'all gotta see this, and other people are gonna like it and put in their
mm,
opinions, so y'all can fix it. We want you guys to succeed,
that's
not
that's different. Like if something doesn't work the way that the developer intended, by all means, bitch about it. And if they give you the response that that piece of shit, Randy Pitchford,
yeah,
from
yeah. You guys
Gearbox,
are broke. Get
you
your computers up, bro.
you broke
You're
bitches.
not
How about
running
you?
5090s. What?
Like what? This is for top players and top players. Like first of all, Borderlands being marketed as a luxury game, go ahead and eat the entirety of my ass. Like sit your ass down. The game with very corny ass comedy and even a worse movie, and you're telling me, oh, it's for top level gamers? Fuck you. But
No, man. My kid plays it.
he's a top level gamer. You're right. I apologize. With the
No,
exception.
I'm saying it's a kid playing it. Like, what opinion you think we have? These people.
Well, but you know what? That's I will say I will say this much though, and that's a good way to check ourselves, right? Because sometimes we also understand something was in marketed for us, right? Because we talk about Pokemon being too simplistic and the same shit, whatever the case may be. But the core audience and the Game Freak wants for Pokemon is kids. And here comes 33 years old. It's like, you guys haven't innovated, right? And I was like, well, it's for kids. You know, at the end of the day, do I still think they would benefit from actually innovating, bringing, different type of what's the word I'm looking for? Inspiration. You know, do something.
Man, they shouldn't be out here suing or trying to patent stuff because another game has success that is somewhat adjacent. That game played nothing like Pokemon, and now we over here gotta make patents to shut down Pal World. Like, man, if they get to patent all the shit that they want to, we eventually are not gonna be able to get other games, and we're gonna be stuck with Nintendo's bullshit. Like,
I mean, it's not even Nintendo. Look at Warner Brothers, bro. The Nemesis system is still locked away.
there's
In
only two games that have that. It's the Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of
Shadow.
War. Like,
And
that's
don't get me
it.
wrong, great fucking system, great fucking
It
games.
is cool. Yeah, it's cool.
They panned that shit. Like I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm not a lawmaker, and like I said, it's not a political channel, but there has to be some concessions, like some type of like addendums to these laws of patents when it comes down to game because it kills competition. You know what I'm saying? It kills competition, and I think competition is good. I legit
It's
think,
needed. It's
yeah,
needed.
it's
Like we
definitely
said,
needed.
with all those sports games, they have no competition, so they get to rest in their laurels.
Yeah, they get to, and then and again, our bitches are like our bitching and moaning because you could truly, let's say you truly love FIFA, you love the FIFA game, but you want something different, you want something new, you want, you know what I mean? Like you, if you feel like you're playing the same game and sometimes it's not even updated graphics, then that's okay. But if it's only one company that's like, yeah, we would, but that is more money that we have to invest, more work that we have to do. Why should we do it if we're still making a profit from you? And then and that's also why I know it's hard. I know people don't like this, you know what I mean, but sometimes we just gotta like either bite the bullet or shut up and take our business elsewhere. And if there's no other options, then just don't buy it because that's the only way they're gonna learn. You know what I mean? If we're not gonna get any other competitors out there, they're gonna put out the quality games. And I mean, one more can be said. Like that I think that would be the basis. No, gaming is not dead. It's not fucking dead. It's doing better than ever. You know what I mean? Record profits everywhere. And these fucking piece of shit corporations keep laying people off. Not because that shit flopped, not because things didn't go well. It's because they want to maximize the profits. They want to buy the third, fourth yacht. You know what I mean? And the best way to do that is by cutting people's paychecks, by cutting, by taking away people's jobs. We should be mad at them, and the best way to be mad at them is hitting them in their pockets. So, if you guys really want to fucking beef with Nintendo, don't buy the Switch 2. Don't buy the next game. Yes, you wanna be part of the conversation, like Jonathan said, like FOMO. But nothing's gonna change if nothing changes. But that's just my 2 cents. How about you,
Nope,
bro?
nope, yep. Game is not dead. Maybe some of these Western studios are putting a bad rap on it, but you can't tell me Capcom hasn't been killing it. You can't tell me FromSoft hasn't been killing it. All these Japanese studios, and they're not free from these criticism either. Like Square Enix made that game with Sony, and it was trash. I forgot the name of it.
You
It's
don't you don't you know who made the trash?
He was like a magician or whatever. I don't know, but
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, it
yeah.
was trash. So they're not free from criticism, but at the end of the day, they're still putting out other games that they're not spending 7, 10 years between games, and you're over here like, where the fuck is Rare, right?
Yeah, yo, where is Rare? Like, Microsoft has a company that had the '90s and the early 2000s in a chokehold and said, "Yeah, we ain't doing shit with them. We're just gonna let it. We're just gonna let that one ride." And that breaks my heart because Banjo, Conquer, hell, Diddy Kong Racing, yeah, it had the Diddy Kong in the name, right? But they can, they can actually flip that. You know what I'm saying? Just take Diddy Kong out of it. And I don't know. But you're right. There's other companies out there that are killing it, and so many companies have a money printing machine that they're not utilizing. Like the only one that I see is Capcom. It's like, yo, let's just remake shit. Let's just remake shit and throw it out there, and people are gonna.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
No,
quite.
but that is gonna be a topic for another cast where we're gonna go over some games, some dead IPs that need to be brought back. How these companies aren't tapping into their gold mine and just letting them rot.
With that being,
But we do want to see what you guys would like us to discuss in future videos. We'll definitely put into account. Definitely hit up the Discord in the description or put in those suggestions there because we'll definitely not miss it there. And
yeah,
you'll see us Sundays, 8 o'clock
8 o'clock,
Eastern.
8 o'clock Eastern on Sundays before you guys go to work and work for the man. Let us take some of that pressure off your shoulders. You know what I mean? That or basically help you neglect your responsibilities for the next day. But that, you know what? Who am I to judge? With that being said, yes, please, like my boy over here said, make sure you guys drop us suggestions on what you guys want us to talk. And yeah, that's about it. That's all I got. You know what I mean? Also, real quick, actually, before I leave, chat, please peer pressure and bully this man to go back and making content. Okay, please bully his ass to go making content again. You know what I mean? He is a dope content creator, and I want him to continue making his content. So you go ahead and definitely peer pressure him. And yes, he does fall.
Yeah,
He falls
so so
for
we'll
peer pressure.
consider that, but make sure to tune in Tuesday to Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern. He will be
8 p.m.
streaming. He'll be finishing up Silk Song soon, and then we're moving on to Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask.
And
We
those guys,
appreciate everyone that's been in here. I hope you guys dropped a like. If you haven't, please hit it. It's free 99, like he likes to say, and
it
it
is
goes a
free.
long way. It'll motivate us to continue doing these type of chill spot podcasts.
Yeah. Like, with that being said, cool. Yo, hope you guys have a good night. Shout out to the squad, Lo Tigre, and we
Los
is
Tigres.
out. Actually, hold up. Also, what's the other content? You know what I mean? What's the other content? 'Cause that's also that alleviates our soul. You know what I'm saying? I've been putting out fire. So please watch that content, like he said. And now we can say, shout out to the squad, Lo Tigre.
Los Tigres.
We is out. Peace.
Peace.